Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we are going to be discussing more about the Forbidden Five following the end of Dragons Rising Season 2 Part 2, including some updates involving elemental powers, names of the other Forbidden Five members, the general group dynamic, and what exactly they will get up to during Season 3 of Dragons Rising. Think of this video as kind of a Forbidden Five check-in, if you will. Now, with that being said, this video will contain spoilers for Season 2 Part 2 of Ninjago Dragons Rising, as well as pretty much every other Dragons Rising season under the sun, so keep that in mind. Spoilers are ahead. And let's start by talking about one of the biggest updates surrounding the Forbidden Five. That, of course, involves the new member introduced in Season 2 Part 2, Rox, who is the sister of Noct. In fact, all of the Forbidden Five members are actually siblings. They all come from one distinct family. More on that here in a second, because that is important and interesting to think about. But in terms of Rox, I kind of like her character. I feel a similar way about her to how I felt about Noct after Season 2 Part 1. As in, there is something intriguing going on here, but I'm not fully sold on her character just yet. I feel like she needs more development and more time outside of Jordana, which is more often than not what she was doing during Season 2 Part 2, having possessed Jordana's body at the end of Season 2 Part 1. I like that creepy smile thing that she wears, and I also really enjoy how she is shorter than the rest of the Forbidden Five members. She's kind of like the little gremlin of the family, and I think that's really awesome. But overall, I really enjoy Rox from what I've seen so far. I'm hoping to see more of her in Season 3, and I imagine that we will see more of her and the rest of the family in Season 3. And aside from seeing more of Noct, we also have a third member of the family who was name-dropped during Season 2 Part 2. Not so much in terms of the actual storyline, but in the credits, we have this guy listed as Zarkt, who is the third named member of the Forbidden Five. He actually does have a credited voice actor, that of course being Michael Adamthwaite, who you might recognize as the voice of Jay. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now, Zarkt doesn't really do anything in Season 2 Part 2 aside from just exist, but I imagine we will see more of him and the rest of the family during Season 3. And wrapping up the name update, we have 3 of the 5 members whose names have been confirmed. As you can see, we have a very similar naming pattern going on here. One-syllable weird names. I imagine we will see that for the other 2 members as well. Now, in terms of elemental powers, since we do know that the Forbidden Five are elemental masters, that has not been confirmed as of right now. During the Tournament of the Sources, neither Noct nor Rox actually use their elemental powers, with Rox primarily using Jordana's magic and Noct using every other power under the sun and Shatterspin. And in terms of Zarkt and the other members, we have no idea what their powers are either. All we know for sure is that the Forbidden Five are elemental masters. They are also part of the same family, which is interesting, because in previous cases, like with Achronix and Crux, the power was split between siblings, but in the case of Beatrix and Zeatrix, the power was singular to one individual, in this case, Zeatrix. But in the case of the Forbidden Five, all 5 individuals are said to have elemental powers. How exactly does that work? Well, it could be one elemental power split up among 5 siblings, or this could be a case of these guys were the original elemental masters of their respective power. And I have theorized about this before, because remember, the first Spinjitzu master gave away a lot of his elemental energy to other individuals across the land, creating the first generation of elemental masters. What if he found this family of 5 and gave each of them a specific power? I feel like that is more likely than not what we are going to see in Dragons Rising's future, because I hesitate to see how this family each could have elemental powers, if not in that exact scenario. But in terms of the Forbidden Five and the updates following Dragons Rising Season 2, that's pretty much all we have as of right now. I imagine the Forbidden Five will be the primary villains for Season 3, along with possibly some other antagonists as well, but the Forbidden Five are most definitely not done in the context of Dragons Rising, and now that all 5 of them are free, I imagine things are about to pick up here. So leave all of your thoughts and theories down below in the comments surrounding the Forbidden Five, their elemental powers, and what they might do in Season 3. I appreciate you guys tuning into this video right here. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this one, feel free to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Peace.